Hey guys, welcome to my series called Finally Explained Fridays, where I take a complicated Minecraft mechanic and explain it simply. Today I'm going to be explaining the Minecraft lighting system and the mob spawning system. In the debug screen you can see three values below the coordinates. These are lighting values of the block in which Steve's head occupies. Block lighting is labelled BL and has the lighting value from any light emitting blocks. The next value listed on the line is the sunlight. This is the amount of light hitting that block from the sun. The last variable is called real light, and is just the previous two values put into Java's max function, which means it's just telling you the highest value of the two previous values. Let me start by explaining sun lighting. This number is a little confusing because it is the amount of light the sun would provide to your head if it was up. At night this number doesn't actually go to zero, but it just stays at what it would be during daytime. This is sort of helpful because you can tell whether a mob would be able to spawn in a certain area during daytime. Block lighting is a little more complicated. There are loads of light emitting blocks in Minecraft, and each of them emits a certain amount of light, which is a number from 1 to 15. Torches emit 14 light and glowstone emits 15 light. That means that glowstone's light will travel one block further and will be one block brighter. This number represents the lighting value of the block that the light emitting block occupies. Every block which is immediately adjacent will be a lighting level of 1 lower. This means if I stand with Steve's head next to a glowstone block, then the debug menu will read a value of 14 for the block lighting. This is simply because the light level of the actual glowstone block is 15, and the block adjacent which Steve's head occupies is a decremented value. I should also note that it is much easier to learn about the lighting system with smooth lighting disabled. The way mobs spawn is fairly complicated. For a mob to spawn, it needs to find a certain amount of air blocks with a solid full block below it. Not only do mobs need air blocks and solid blocks, but they also need the air blocks above the solid blocks to be a certain light level. This gives us a way to stop mobs from spawning by lighting up the area. Most of the hostile mobs require a block lighting of 7 or below to spawn. This includes skeletons, zombies, creepers, spiders, and wither skeletons. This means if you want to stop all of these mobs from spawning, just make sure the block has a light level of 8 or above. If you want to see all the light levels which mobs spawn in, the Minecraft wiki has a great chart. Another way to prevent mobs from spawning is to obstruct their spawning space. You can do this by either having no solid blocks for a mob to spawn on, or not enough air blocks for them to spawn on. A common method is to cover the ground with half slabs, which aren't solid blocks. Another method is to have a low roof and not provide enough air blocks for mobs to spawn. This works well with ghast, as they require a 4 high area to spawn. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions then be sure to leave them in the comments. See you guys next Friday where I explain what causes gravity.